If you would like more videos like this, consider joining my online library. It's only $15.99 per month, and you can cancel at any time. Here you'll get weekly uploads of new videos around pain management yoga, restorative yoga, Ashtanga yoga, chakra yoga, all sorts. So head to www.yogatraveleronline/membership to join. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Roll your shoulders back in preparation of having this arm strengthening workout, and then we'll place our hands open. So right away, we can feel a little bit of energy between our shoulders. Do you notice your upper back and the shoulder blades drawing toward each other? If you do, that's excellent. That's kind of where we're going with this open chest feeling and the shoulder blades pulling toward each other. Start to connect to your ujjayi breath. Breathe in and out just through your nose. And today, we're going to focus on our upper body just a little bit with our arms and our shoulders, our wrists, even our hands, to feel some greater strength and some mobility through that upper body area. We use our arms a lot in yoga, and they're not as strong as our legs oftentimes, but we ask our arms to hold our body weight. So let's see if we can build up some strength as we move throughout our practice today. But first, a little bit of stretch, a little bit of mobility. So you can open your eyes, reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down by your sides. You can relax your head a little bit. Again, inhale, just nice and smooth. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Good. Now take your arms straight in front of you. This is one of my favorite mobility challenges, I guess. And cross one wrist over the other. It doesn't matter which one. Turn your palms toward each other and grab on. So you're holding and you're kind of twisted. You can see that there. Then we're going to roll our arms as far as we can go. So this is definitely joints in the fingers and your wrists. I feel it a lot in my thumb, which is funny. But we'll look at what's happening with our shoulders and our forearms, our triceps, just this little bit of mobility. Good, nice. Let's switch. So we're just going to let go, swap the hand in front, and then grab again and do the same thing. And you might find this side easier or harder than the other side. Sometimes we have an arm or a leg or a side of our body that's a little dominant. So we might be running into that a bit as we notice the two different sides. Good. All right, let it go and just shake them. Just shake it out. Good. Good. And we'll move into a vinyasa, but we're going to focus a little bit on our arms. So it might be a little stilted vinyasa. Let's turn our body. Well, I'm going to turn so that you can see me profile. You might be oriented my way so you can follow me. Or if you're oriented straight forward, then just stay straight forward so that you can see the camera, of course. Let's reach our arms up to the sky. Inhale, lift here. Exhale, swan dive forward. Take your hands to your shins, halfway lift, and feel your shoulder blades pull back as we lengthen the chest, the neck, the front of the body. Now take your hands down and walk back to plank. Okay, here's our test of our arm strength right from the beginning. We're going to pause here for a moment.
If you feel your back is sagging or it's kind of lifted, that may mean that your arms aren't quite able yet to hold your body. So drop your knees down in that case and then lift through the core. But whatever position you choose, here or here, look at what's happening with the hands. The fingers should be spread wide. The wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked on top of each other, and your core should be working. So we're pushing the ground away, lifting through our upper back, and utilizing the core strength to keep our hips lifted so none of this sag. Remember, if you start to sag, drop your knees, lift that core. It's going to be a better quality as you start to build the strength. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up and press back to down dog. Now I'm going to walk my feet forward just a tiny bit and release the heels toward the mat. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Good. Now come back forward into that plank. Inhale here. And exhale, press back into down dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Nice. Exhale, press back. Good. Walk our hands up toward our feet. Our feet to our hands. Come to the front of your mat and just roll up through your spine. Roll those shoulders back behind us as we get to the top. Good. And we're going to try that again, but not hold quite so long. That was just kind of our practice maybe. Reach up, lift to the sky, inhale. Exhale, swan dive all the way forward. Inhale, look up halfway, lift. Exhale, hands down, come back to that plank. Now you can be in your plank like we talked about, hands and feet, or you can be on your knees. Let's try a chaturanga this time. Drop down to a hover. Good. Now press back up again and let's grab our block. Take your block and put it down on the lowest height. So it's kind of on that flat height. Then go back to your plank. I'm showing this on my knees. Feel free to lift onto your toes. We're going to lower down, triceps hugging our rib cage, and see if we can just press our chest to that block and then lift it back up. So you should feel this in your triceps. Let's do that 2 more times. Lower down, find the block with your chest, and press it back up. Last time, lower down, find the chest with the block, and press it back up. Nicely done. Lift onto your toes if you're not already. Shift back, down dog. Good. Now we're just layering things on top of each other to build up some arm strength. So hopefully you're feeling that. This pose gives our wrists a little bit of a break, stretches them out a little bit. Good. Now let's walk up to our hands. We're going to put all of these elements together. So I'm just going to move that block. Fold into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale, samastiti. Okay, ready? We're going to do a full vinyasa. Now we've got our arms positioned. We've got some strength built. We're using our core. Put it all together for your vinyasa. Here we are. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, look up halfway, lift. Good. Exhale, hands down, step back on your knees or on your toes. Chaturanga. Imagine where that block was. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. This is the first time we've been here. Feel how that stretches your chest. Exhale, roll back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Nicely done. You did really well. Let's step the right foot forward and draw that left heel to the ground. Then reach up with your arms and you're in warrior one. Now, if you're really tight in your upper body, feel free to open to a goal post. I love how this feels. It draws the shoulders down, still keeps an open through the chest, but just kind of takes some of that pressure off right from the head of the shoulder. Good. Let's feel our upper back. Inhale. Exhale, pull our arms toward each other. So we've got that space right in between our shoulder blades there. Just opening that upper back area. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms back up. And exhale, open to warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. Good, good. So we've got our right knee bent and our left leg is lengthened. Here we can also adjust our shoulders and relax them by turning the palms to the sky. So just rotating open just a little bit. See if that feels nice to you. Now let's try a bind. This is going to stretch our arms and we'll just work on it as best as we can. Go as far as you're able. We'll start by dropping the right elbow to the thigh. And then we're going to pull this left hand back behind us. That may be as far as you want to go. If this feels great, especially on this left shoulder, you can turn your gaze to the sky and just enjoy the sensation. If you feel like going deeper, you can take this right hand underneath and see if you can grab those fingers back there. Even just wrapping around your hip works too. And then turn the gaze once again to the sky. So it's certainly going to stretch the shoulders, whichever option you choose to do. And it should feel nice on the chest and a little love into that right hip because we're feeling strong through that side of the hip there. Nice job. Good. Inhale, unwind, release our hands. Let's all of us straighten up. Good. So we're lengthening this leg, lengthening our arms, Trikonasana, reach down, grab the right hand along the shin. You can reach your toes. If you've got your block close, you can place it on the big toe side of your foot. And it just brings the ground a little closer to us. Now I love this reach through our arms, through our chest. If you want a little extra, you can again pull this left hand behind your back. That just gives you a little extra through the upper body. Your choice. I'll let you decide what you want to do. Good. Now here's our challenge. Let's look down at the ground and bend our right knee. I've got a block, so I'm going to move it with me forward. Release this left hand and see if I can balance on my right arm, right leg, and that left arm is in the sky. Half moon pose, definitely a challenge. Give it a try. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, place your left foot on the floor, lift back up to warrior two. Feel how nice it is to have the firm ground underneath your feet after doing that balance. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat and step that right foot back into plank. Now let's shift onto our right hand and the right side of the body so that we're in Vashisthasana. Options to drop the right knee to the floor. So that's a little bit easier than stacking the feet on top of each other. But look at your arms. We should have wrist, elbow, and shoulder stacked on top of each other all the way up and down. Good. This is obliques. This is shoulders. It's a beautiful strength builder. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Place your hands down. So we've got our left hand on the mat as well. Drop to your knees if you need to. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, roll back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice job. Step your left foot forward. I'm going to turn myself around so that I will be facing the right direction. If you need to as well, you can. So our left foot is going to be forward as we reach up to the sky. Good. We're in warrior one, just like we were on the other side. Go ahead and open. Take that goal post where we relax our shoulders. Relax our chest just a little. Nicely done. Pull your arms toward each other. Feel that opening up of the upper back. A little rounding in our back. Nice. Good. Yes. Left foot forward. Reach our arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Open to warrior two. Virabhadrasana B. Good. Good. So getting now into this left hip, feeling the reach across your body. Remember, you can turn your palms to the sky and it just pulls those shoulder blades down, relaxes them a little bit. So if that feels nice, go with it. Good. Now let's drop our left arm and then just take the right hand behind your back. Option A. This is a great place to just enjoy how it feels to pull back on that shoulder. Send our gaze upward, press into the leg. But if you want to go deeper, take your left hand around your leg and see if you can grab your fingers or just wrap around your hip and then send the gaze up again. We've got that good depth into our hip, through our inner thigh, pulling through our chest, engaging our arms. Maybe our arms will be a little longer after we finish this. Good. Unwind yourself, lift up, and let's straighten both legs. Very nice. Take your left hand down. You can use your leg. If you've got a block, feel free to put it in front of your big toe and move into Trikonasana. Good. If it feels great to have this arm reaching, that's wonderful. If you'd rather have a little bind, you can drop it behind your back again, and it'll just stretch right through the front here. So do what feels good. Nice. Now to test our balance just a little, let's look down at the floor, bend our left knee, take the block with you if you have a block, or just reach for the ground and lift off. I'm going to reach my arm back up into the air. Feel that half moon. Making our left hip work. We're using our arm on the ground for a little balance. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Put the right foot down. You can just leave the block there. Have the ground underneath you, stable and steady. Good. Then windmill the hands down to the mat. Step that left foot back. And we'll balance on our left hand and left foot. So we're in our Vashisthasana again. Remember the option to drop your knee to the floor. So that's a little bit more modified. You can still feel the oblique, or you can stack them. And that's definitely more of a challenge. Just make sure wrist, elbow, and shoulder are right on top of each other. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release that hand to the floor. Nice job. Stacking both hands and feet. Drop to your knees if you need to. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold down. Now we're going to care for our wrists a little bit. Take your hands and put the top of the hands on the floor. Maybe even place your feet on those palms. Now I've got really long arms and a short torso, so this is not hard for me. Some of us might be bending our knees. That's fine. You'll get a good stretch in your back if you bend your knees. And either way, we're turning our wrists the opposite direction. So giving them a little care. Let's take one more breath right here. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the hands out of those feet. And go ahead and bend your knees. So here, we're going to practice an arm balance. Options on this one. This is crow pose. Lean forward and see if you can take the weight of your knees on your forearms. So my feet have not even left the floor yet. This might be where you stay. If you want to test by lifting one foot, then drop it down. And then maybe lift the other foot. And then drop it down. Then let's see if we can lift both feet. And we're in the balance. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come down. I came down a little fast. Let's lower to our knees and get off of our hands. Good job. Come to a child's pose. Relax those wrists. Just maybe roll them around a little bit. Good. The hard arm work is done. We'll come into our stretching next. Very nice. Lift up. Let's have a seat. You'll use your strap in just a moment, so let's just have it close by, ready to go for in a moment. But first, we're going to stretch our hips a little. So let's take Janu Shirsasana A. Right knee bends, left leg is straight, and you might utilize the strap around this left foot. If it's not so easy to grab your foot, this is why we have the strap. Sit nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Walk forward along that strap until you can go as far as you can. And this left knee should stay nice and straight. Keep breathing. Pull up through the middle. Inhale. Lifting through the core. Exhale, fold maybe a little bit deeper. We deepen when we feel our body relax. And we deepen on the exhale because that's the release. Letting it deepen. Good job. Nicely done. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up. Very good. We're going to move this strap behind us around our body. Just drop it down for a moment while we get our feet placed, and then we'll utilize the strap. So then lift this right knee. So right foot is on the floor, knee is bent, but see how I have this gap? There's a space so that we can come forward. We're going to grab the strap with both hands and see if you can, let me think how I do this. How do I do this? Oh yeah. Okay. So you're going to take the right elbow in front of the knee and grab that strap and then walk both hands behind you. See how I'm pulling my arms. So the right elbow is hooked around the knee. Yes, Maud, perfect. And pull it back around. I know, you got to find that strap somehow and hook it. Good, good. Yes, there you go. Perfect. I know, it's trickier than it seems. Okay, and then we just let ourselves hang forward. So why did we do all this crazy stuff with the strap? It's for our shoulders. Do you see how we're pulling our shoulders back and opening up that chest as we bind around our arms? And the strap is here just because not all of us can reach our hands behind our back. You have to have really long arms, short torso, like me. Good. This is also nice on our hips and our spine, feeling this beautiful curve. Good. Now lift up. We're going to unhook and bring our strap to the front. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee. Starting with our forward bend, this one's easier to use the strap. It just simply goes around the foot. Sit nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your way forward along that strap. Good. Take a deep breath. Pull up through the middle. Fold ourselves back down again. So we've got the back of the hamstring in our right leg. We've got our left hip, our low back. Hopefully this pose just feels really nice and nourishing. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lift up. We're going to take the strap behind us. See if we can do it on this side. Set your knee. So there's the gap and the left knee toward the sky. Then let's hook our arm first. Maybe that's easier. And grab the strap. So I've got my arm hooked and the strap behind me there. Then with the right hand and the left hand, I'm going to walk those straps, those hands toward each other along the strap. It's so tricky. Maybe I'm making it worse. I don't know. Okay, let's let our head drop down. See if you can feel some engagement through your shoulders and your chest. Good. Very nice. Lift up. Unhook that strap. We can set it off to the side. Good. We're going to come onto our backs. Bridge poses can be arm strengthening poses as well. So we're going to try to work up toward that strength. First, we'll think of it as stretching for the chest and the shoulders. So take your arms out to a T. In this position, when we lift up, we're going to stretch the upper body. So our feet are on the floor, hip width distance apart. Start to roll one vertebrae at a time up your back. Now, do you see how you're lifting right in between the shoulder blades? So there's that space there, and you're just deepening that space right in between. So it really creates a lot of length for the back of the neck and an opening in the chest and through the upper back specifically. This one feels nice when we have headaches or our neck is a little strained. This one can do some good relief. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Good, good. Bring your arms by your sides.
Now we're going to put more attention on our chest and squeezing our shoulders together in our back body. So this is more of a traditional bridge. From the base of the spine, roll up, and you can either just press your hands to the floor or you can clasp them underneath. And then I'm wiggling toward the edges of my shoulders as I keep lifting through my back. So this is an arm stretch and strengthen. And as we're strengthening our back as well, and we're squeezing the shoulder blades toward each other in that upper back. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Come on down. Now we're going to try wheel pose. You may or may not have the upper body strength to do it. I'll see if I can talk you through it. If it becomes impossible, go back to your bridge pose here or here, and that will be great. So see if you can place your hands by your head. My hair's in the way. And we put our fingertips on the floor. So it's important to try to bring those elbows toward each other. If we let them splay way out, it's really hard to lift. So if you can bring your elbows almost like you're doing a chaturanga upside down, then some of us need all the momentum to lift up. Or you can simply just roll on the top of the head. So here is kind of like a baby wheel pose. I have my head on the floor, but my hands, my arms are nice and strong. If you're able to lift up, go for it. Feel that strength in the upper back, in your arms, in that lower back, or you're just enjoying a bridge pose with the shoulders on the ground. That's fine. Either way, let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, tilt your head, tuck your chin. Come on down. Nice job. Grab your knees. Pull it in and just rock. The hard work is done. Now it's time to stretch and rest and take in the good work that we've done together. I always like to end with a spinal twist. Let's do it together. Release your right leg, and we'll just hold that left knee. And then guide it across your body toward the floor as you extend your arm out. So even here, we're getting this twist through our chest and our shoulder. We're really extending that arm and we're pulling our leg away from our arm. So there's lots of good lengthening into the shoulder. Plus, of course, we get the hip and we get the low back. It's all there. Now we've been working hard. Our muscles have been engaging. Our energy has been turned up high. The challenge here is to let all of that release. Every time you exhale, see if your body can just get a little bit deeper. If there can be a little bit more of letting go. Those muscles that are still holding on, you can tell them it's okay to release. It's time to start the relaxation process, which is just as important as the strengthening. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your leg back to the center and place it down. Good. Then pull the right knee up into your chest. Grab it with your left hand and pull across your body. And then, of course, our right arm extends out and we can turn our gaze over that right side.
So now it's this side's turn. We get to relax. With every exhale, maybe get just a little bit deeper into the body, into the floor. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And back to the center. Unwind yourself. Lay both legs out on the mat. One leg to each edge of the mat. Your arms can come by your sides. And pull your shoulder blades down. Let your arms relax. They worked hard. Now it's time to rest. I'll leave you here for a few moments and I'll wake you up with the sound of the bell. So don't worry about waking up on your own. Just worry about releasing. Getting yourself, your mind, your body to rest.
Start to wake yourself up. Begin to rotate your wrists and your ankles. Point and flex your feet. Stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through your entire body. And roll over to one side in fetal pose. Good. Gently press up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. Good. And I'll leave you with this quote. I think it's about building some strength, which is what we were trying to do today. So it's by Ralph Waldo Emerson. That which we persist in doing becomes easier to do. Not that the nature of the thing has changed, but that our power to do has increased. I wish that for you today. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste.